Should be live on everything. Hey, Jay, close the door for me. Hey, and hit that arrow. Cut the arrow. And just close the door. And we gonna party like it's 1999. Yo, and we live. We are. I forgot I gotta hit that go live button on Facebook. Now we live on the book, we live on the YouTube, and we live inside of Twitch. What's happening, people? Peace and blessings. It's the Stay Dangerous podcast, man. Y'all know how we do today. We just talking about, politics and all, and a lot of everything that's been happening this week. Give me a second. Let's share the stream. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button on whatever channel you on, whether it's YouTube, whether it's the Facebook, or whether it's Twitch. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, making this podcast a lot more successful than I thought. Sorry for pulling your ears out. But y'all hit that share button, y'all hit that like button.
Yeah.
Smurf, you still can't hear the music, can you?
Nah.
My partner got there going from the city. He hit me up earlier. Got us a theme song, Playboy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm mad. I can't hear nothing.
Oh, I ain't playing the theme song. You're just playing the beat real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna drop the theme song probably after next week.
Yeah.
Man, but if y'all in the stream already, what y'all been doing this weekend? Press that like button, press that share button, press that subscribe button. What we doing is just sharing the link, blasting it out to other folks, make sure they can tune in tonight, because it's gonna be a special night, man. We're gonna talk politics tonight. Politics or politics? You need to just
politics. What you mean by that?
Some people like to play around.
Most definitely like to do that.
Some people like to be bought. Can't buy me though. I ain't for sale.
Oh Lord. The game.
I hope y'all had a blessed week, man. I've been doing some things. I finally got my desk finished. You did?
Yeah, you say you showed off your carpenter skills, huh? Y'all finally got that together, huh?
Hey, boy, it's been a pain in my neck, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't perfect, but you dig. It's gonna do the job, man. Shouts out to my most loyal people, man. They be tuning in every week, even if it's just to come in for a few minutes. Appreciate y'all.
Most definitely, man. Greatly appreciate it, indeed.
Most definitely. Show y'all the numbers for last week, right? The numbers for last week, we had 500. The week before that with Dr. Toure, 783. We're coming up. We're coming up in the world, man.
Yes, sir. We gonna be in there.
Coming up in the world. Hey, so my first sponsor, man, we're gonna bring out. This is gonna be my first time doing it, man. I'm gonna shout out to my girl Nakwe, Miss Nigeria. No Nonsense Candles. Make sure y'all go shop with the queen, man. Get your house smelling right. If your house ain't smelling right, you ain't right.
Get your house smelling good. Oh.
Hey, if your house ain't smelling right, you ain't right, fam.
Smelling good.
You ain't right.
Yes, sir.
House can't be smelling like booty, dude.
That booty do.
Need your house to smell right, so get you some no nonsense candles by my girl Not Quay. Check out on Facebook. Let me see. Let me grab a link. Drop it in the I'm dropping the link in the chat as we speak. What's happening, Miss Not Quay? Can't wait till I get that pack. He's talking about let's record that. We can do that, boo. I got you. I told you. I'ma always look out for you. For real, man. Man, so this week, man, let's jump straight into it, fam. You bring the podcast screen up. Make sure we in here, man. But this week, man, listen, Playboy. So, if y'all don't know, Killer Mike went to the governor's mansion and went and talked to our most esteemed. Please wait while we try successfully. All right. Please wait. Please wait. So Killer Mike went to the governor's house, and black folks gave Killer Mike backlash, talking about some that he laying in bed with the enemy, so to speak. But if y'all don't know who Killer Mike is, aka Mr. Michael Render, if he ain't the blackest person
black on black on black
that we done had in a whole hot minute between him and the King T.I. Yeah, man, Miss Not Quay, I just dropped that in the chat, man. I'm gonna pin it to the top so y'all can make sure y'all get no nonsense candles. But at the end of the day, man, we can't keep downgrading our people, so to speak, because of the moves that they make, and you so-called don't agree with them. And we're gonna get into more detail about that. But first off, let me start by saying this. This is a podcast created to bring forth all information, whether you like it or not, from all sides, right? The information is brought to the people so the people can decide whatever they want to decide. You feel me? So I am a media company on this brand. It is a media company. It ain't no different than CBS, NBC, ABC, TNT, and the BET, MTV, MTV2, Yo MTV Raps. However you want to put it. Fox. You feel me? The only difference between them and this channel, I can honestly say, I'm gonna be non-biased. You feel me? I don't have any bias to anything. I'm gonna just bring it to y'all raw, and I feel like that's the only way I can give it to y'all and let y'all decide and let it not be tainted, so to speak. You know what I mean? Persuasive, because that's what those other news channels do. If you pay attention to the color schemes, how they talk when they come to certain people, they pretty much pushing the narrative to a certain thing to create division. I don't want to create division. The only division we can have is in our thought process, but we all have to come together under one roof to make something happen. You know, at the end of the day. And what we're trying to do is push the culture and our minds forward. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Sure.
I'm gonna start posting I'm gonna start saying what the podcast is designed for. I got a whole thing written out. For some reason I can't find it right now. Got a whole bunch of songs wrote in this thing. That's a good thing, but now I gotta start putting them out.
Mm-hmm.
The vision of this podcast is to enlighten, inform, encourage others, and to spark the idea or enough interest to invoke change. I'll say that again. This podcast, the vision for this podcast is to enlighten, inform, encourage others, and to spark idea enough, and to spark an idea or enough interest to invoke change.
Hey, sound like we was almost having a sermon just then. I was trying to put some background music for you.
Hey, the keyboard ain't hooked up today, but I'll be in there. Zaytoven on that guy, you feel me? Well,
wow.
over here, between the northern and the western. We
We
call
call
this.
this a little 2020. What?
Wow.
Nigga.
You feel me? We just having a little fun, man. But like I said, man, that's what it's for. I'm gonna start doing advertisements for people, man, especially people that, you know what I'm saying, roll with your boy. You know, I appreciate everybody that's looking out, get the phone calls, everything that be tapped in, man. Um, T-shirts coming soon. I finally got my disc finished, so I'm gonna be more focused on the T-shirt side, uh, and getting more merch out. That's the next focus. Before we jump into it heavy though, my boy Smurf,
So,
what been going on, fam?
man, what ain't been going on, man, in today's day and age, man?
You dig?
You know, COVID is still a very prevalent thing that's going on out here.
Mm-hmm.
The discussion on how cities are going to be ran and how the politics are going to help black people, because, you know, that's where I'm at with it first. You know, say I'm sorry to some people that may see that as somewhat of a bias, but, you know, I do apologize. I am black first. So, you know, I really do pay attention to what is helping and hurting black people first. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm working right now. I'm on the road with it down there in Alabama with it, Bama time, Roll Tide area, you know. But you know, other than that, man, everything been pretty good, man. You know, you just staying focused, staying the course, man, and constantly elevating, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Shoot, man. So we gonna jump into it, man. So dang, I'm gonna pull up the article in just a second. But Mike, Mr. Michael Render, aka Killer Mike, legendary rapper. If y'all don't know, get to know. He in a group right now. Run the Jewels, classic albums. Um, I can't think of the white guy name though, man. He be spitting too. If you ain't into that different music, man, you ain't gonna like Run the Jewels. But Killer Mike first came on the scene with that whole world song with Outkast and the whole world love it when you that sound. So yeah, man, that was Killer Mike. So Killer Mike, as we know, for the last forever, you know what I'm saying? Been in the chat when you ready. I'm gonna take some my boy Chance. He's supposed to jump in with us because we had a long, delightful conversation about this politics stuff. But
Chance the Rapper?
no, not yet. We're gonna get Chance to rap on the podcast soon, man.
Most there.
Mark my word, speaking into existence.
Mm-hmm.
Know about them affirmations. But I do got an engineer I want to bring on though. Start teaching people about this sound because we do mess with the music a lot. So at the end of the day though, like he's been around a lot of great leaders, to say the least, and his vision for the black community is great, man. Like I think we can learn a lot from Killer Mike, especially from that series he dropped on Netflix. Trigger
Right.
warning.
Trigger warning. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm about to say Killer Season.
no, nah, trigger warning. Well, see, trigger warning started out like this, man. Trigger warning was the basis was that he was supposed to live off nothing but black built things for the last for 10 days or at least 7 days a week or something like that. And what he found out was that he couldn't really do it. So he went to a couple stores, and some of the stores didn't have meat from a black farmer, so he couldn't eat there. He had to find a ride somewhere. Back in the day, we had a lot of transportation out here that was completely black owned. He couldn't really find one. He found one bus, but then he said, "Well, shoot, if the bus is black owned, but it ain't built by a black person, am I still living in the lines of what I said?" But it's a good series to watch, man. I need to go watch it, man. He just basically trying to keep the black dollar in the hood in that series, even when it come down to religion and building your own society. He did all that, and it was a real dope and powerful thing to see it happen. If y'all want to learn how to build Black Wall Street, then that's how we do it. You know what
You
I'm saying?
know what
Shout
was
out to
funny
Miss
though?
Good. What's that?
The most consistent build, not building, but a business that he went to that was just completely black owned.
Nigga, brain, it's nigga.
I
Yeah, bro.
said, man, come on, dude.
Hey, they had the chicken wings. They had his
Chicken wing.
something to eat. They had his entertainment. You feel me? Hey, so it is what it is, fam.
Hey, I said, hell nah, ain't that some shit though, man.
Yeah, man. I ain't mad at him for it though.
Can't be.
Hey,
Can't be,
for
man.
real, for real. I ain't mad at the partner for that one. You know what I mean? And then he dove into what it was, the religion of Sleepy, I think. What he kind of made his own identity of what a god should be or whatever, and it's just like, this is the religion of Sleepy. So anyway, man. So he made a trip to the White House I mean, not the White House, but the governor's mansion, and to talk about small businesses suffering during the COVID-19 crisis. He also talked about the sex trafficking that's heavy up there in the city in Atlanta. Something else. It was 3 points he did. What was the other one? It was 3 points he did. Anyway, Black Twitter gave my boy backlash. You know what I mean? So, and the comments was very broad, I would say the least. And before we get into the nitty gritty, what you think about that move, Smurf?
I mean, when it comes to politics, man, you have to be open to both sides. Because for the most part, man, us as black people, we got to understand, man, you can't just vote for a candidate. You need to vote for policies. You need to vote for laws that's being promised to you. You voting for resources to be given to your community. That's what we voting for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Killer Mike was going to have a discussion on whether or not Brian Kemp was gonna, you know what I'm saying, give us some type of resources or something like that, which 9 times out of 10, that's what I feel like he was going to go do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Try to get him to put some laws in place to protect us from the police, maybe, you know, send some laws in place to help, you know, stifle some of the gentrification that's going on in Atlanta. I don't see no problem with that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
People got to understand, like, you got to be open to hear everything. You know what I'm saying? You call them Governor Kemp the enemy. I mean, he ain't the governor for nothing. He the enemy, but did we come out in droves and vote against him?
Yeah.
Apparently not. So I mean, he there now. So hey, that's your leader. That's the leader of Georgia right now. That's the president of Georgia, basically. So I mean, hey, might as well dialogue with him. At least see, pick his brain a little bit, even if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, he ain't gonna give us nothing. At least you talk to him, you put that seed in his mind, because you know, sometimes a person ain't gonna listen to you right there, but who to say later on they might not ponder the information that you just gave them, and they won't, you know what I'm saying, possibly manifest it in their own way one day. You never know. So I don't know, man. We got to stop doing that, man. For real.
I think it's hurtful. I think it's real hurtful for us to play one side, because by us playing one side, all we doing is not creating a bidding war for our vote.
Right.
We playing one side, and it just excuse me. If you think about any type of industry, right? In industry, there's a bidding war and prices vary simply because of it's more than one type of product. So even though you got Bounty paper towels, you also got let's say Dollar Tree paper towels, right? So when you go in the store, you looking like, how can I save money? But these Bounty paper towels are a little bit higher, but these Dollar Tree paper towels still do the same thing. So
same thing.
You know what I'm saying? This week I'm gonna go with the Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? Brand, right? So now think about this in politics. If we just voting for one person, or we just going to one person with our agenda, which we should have before we jump in and just say, hey, You know what I'm saying? We want you to do this. We need to go to both sides and say, hey, this is our agenda. This is what we're trying to get done within the next 2 years. Can we get this done? Can you make this happen? Excuse me. And if they go like, no, we can't make that happen, but we can only make this happen. So say he scratched one thing out of a 10-point agenda. Say, we can make this happen. We can't make the rest of it happen. All right. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Hey, can you make this happen? Now the other side going to say, well, I only can make one thing happen. All right, then my people ain't voting for you. I got 10,000 strong. Huh? You got what? Yup. Now he got to think.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can do this for you. Now you got a bidding war. Now you can go back to the other side and say, hey, my boy say he can do these 3 things right here. Can you do more than these 3? I got 10,000 votes. They're going to say, hey, if he can do 3, I can do 4.
You know what's funny with me, man? What's funny about that, about black people, how we always try to attack certain, people in leadership for doing that.
Yeah.
Well, people that, I'm saying, we come from the streets.
Indeed.
We know the basic fundamentals of leveraging to get what we want.
Man,
exactly.
Exactly.
But where that thing at? You feel me?
Yeah,
shit. Well, I know where's that 3 for the 5 and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't know what that is, but you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that the streets are aware of on the street level, but why should we just keep it on the street level? Why can't we translate it to a governmental, political level?
Yup.
That's what we fall short at, and we got to understand that people got to fall back on certain things, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you that concerned, do what we do. Be more involved into your local government. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because apparently enough of us didn't vote against Kemp in the first place for him to even get in the office. So you might as well deal with him while he there. You ain't got no choice at this point. So why even get mad at Mike? Because now it ain't nobody talking to him. Ain't nobody passing no agenda. Ain't nobody coming with no plan.
Exactly, man. And that's the thing too. My boy Walls in the chat. Shout out my boy Wallsy. He said you gotta open up the conversation with other thoughts of thinking. Even if y'all don't agree on everything, the dialogue is worth visiting to establish something. Exactly, bro. Like, if we leave Kemp in office and we don't say nothing to Kemp, then guess what? You think he gonna do anything for us? No, because he don't even know what's on our mind that want to be done. Now, he might throw some little trinkets out there and say, well, I did this for the black community, which probably don't mind up to 2 pennies. You know what I'm saying? But if ain't nobody there having that conversation, then how do he know what to do and how to be effective? You know what I'm saying? Whether he might be racist or not. You know what I'm saying? That conversation still had to be had. And what y'all really don't understand, a lot of y'all black power people, and I'm going to just say it like that because it's just a generalization, right? Everybody be talking about black power, conscience, and everything. Malcolm X had a meeting with the KKK. Why would Malcolm X have a leadership meeting with the KKK or any type of meeting with the KKK? In the deep woods, when him and I think 2 other people, if I'm not mistaken. Guess what the conversation was about? KKK said, we don't want y'all kind here. Malcolm X said, well, shoot, we don't want to be here. Hey, what you gonna do to get us across this water, get our own plot of land that we can do this? Get what KKK man said. Hey, now we can talk. Come on, man. Even though we have 2 total opposing sides, we can still come together in agreement on something. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something. You know what I'm saying? The one thing that everything happens in the state of Georgia, it got to go through the governor's office. So how money is trickled down, how the roads are paved, how your business is handled, what laws are being passed next, it's going to come from Kemp at this point. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't talk to Kemp, who we going to talk to? How we going to get anything done if we don't talk across the board? You got to talk across the board. It's a chess game. You can play checkers on it too. It's both played on the same board, but it's still strategy at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to people that's in power that can get some things done.
And some of them can be the same people, bro. The same people that'll be arguing about, man, you see, man, black people, we can't never get nothing done. We can't never come together and do nothing. I'm like, man, look, if you can't even get that fulfillment amongst each other, why get mad at this man for trying to talk to somebody that's the leadership of our state to get some resources?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? You can't be arguing about this. Like we ain't together over here, but now he doing something that can help get us together in some way, shape, or form. Because clearly that's what his intentions is.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in time, he done basically proven himself. The man owns a block in Atlanta. The man been working beside Bernie Sanders to try to get certain laws passed that can help us as black people in not only Atlanta but throughout the Democratic Party. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be that person to say that, oh, we ain't getting it together. But then you see somebody who's gotten it together on a personal level, trying to make bigger moves on our behalf, man. That's a big move.
Yeah. And then I mean, think about it, dog. If y'all look at Killer Mike record, man, he's already proven that, dog. Even on that Revolt Summit, listen to what Killer Mike said. How you gonna discredit that man?
Come on, man.
Man, come on, man. What he said, plan, strategize. I'm finna pull it up right now. Plan, strategize, execute pretty much is what he's saying. But we have to come up with something, bro. We can't just not, even though we ain't sitting at the tables, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, right now, we can't not, just because somebody else is in the chair that we don't like, not go to the table at all. You still the help in the room at that point.
Thank you.
You got to barge your way in. You got to make some elbow room. You feel me?
Yeah, let's just keep it real. Now, a lot of the leadership who we thought had our back, damn sure ain't have our back. And we just let them sit there hoping and praying that what we thought they was going to do. And guess what? They ain't do it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Lawrence. What it do, brother? And like my boy Lawrence said, yeah, he wasn't wrong. He came to him man to man. Like, come on now, man to man.
Exactly. And that's how we supposed to do. We got to come to the table somehow. If y'all don't want to come to the table at all, you don't want to eat at the table. Or you don't want a position, period. You know what I'm saying? We've been pushed around in the world long enough. You know what I mean? So that's what I was gonna say. We're not, black folks, I want y'all to understand this, man. We're not gonna agree on everything.
Nope.
We're not gonna agree on how to make the money. We're not gonna agree on what religion we should be. We're not gonna agree on what we're gonna be called. It's too many of us to all have one cohesive idea. But what we can have in a cohesive effort is saying, we're gonna pool our resources together to do this. So y'all see me all the time posting plates. It's cause when I'm hungry, first people I look up on my Facebook page is I'm finna slide to Alexis Hurst in Mount Vernon. I'm finna go holler at my girl Ina. I'm finna go holler at Trap City. You feel me? I'm not going outside of that realm, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I told Alexis I got one of them plates yesterday.
I got one earlier this week. Ina was cooking today, but I was already cooking. So, I mean, cause the kids was here. But if I'm by myself, like for sure, or just me and my son, man, come on. Sometimes if I don't feel like cooking, I'm going to the hood first. I ain't crossing the tracks no more. That's a conscious effort to change something. That's why I hit my girl up Nigeria about the candles. No nonsense candles. I'm telling y'all, check it out. It's pinned to the top of the menu. I buy candles all the time. So why not shop with somebody that I know has the community effort in back, and at the same time I'm supporting her family and her kids, man. Why not?
Hey, Nigeria, real quick, which one of them candles, you know what I'm saying, can set the mood? You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I need to find out. You know what I'm saying? I need one of them mood setters.
Turn off the lights. Boom, boom. Light a candle.
What you call it? What's the nickname you call it again?
Who, Nakwe?
Nakwe?
Yeah.
Got a Nakwe candle. Make a whole damn commercial for it.
We gotta charge you for that, Nakwe. We gotta use some real advertisement, girl.
And let me get my abs right. I do a whole one with my shirt off and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Tattoo.
Oh no. I ain't being in that video.
No. Heck no, man. Come on, I'll pause.
Oh.
I have to get one of the models to be in there or something, you know what I'm saying? Buy the Nakwe candles.
Nigeria got a nice smile. She can do it. She can be the model.
Okay.
Hell. Shoot, man. I was trying to find what this T-shirt said, man. It's pulling up on my phone, but it's kind of blurred in the mud, bro. What does this T-shirt say? Did they put it in the discussion? Yeah, man. But black folks, we need to get out that idea that we gonna agree on everything. We not, man. We really not.
No, we gonna never. I mean, look at all the different ideologies, religious ideologies that's up right now for black people. We got the Christian community, we got the Muslim community, we got the Moorish community, the Hebrew Israelite, the Kemetic. Like, come on, we ain't gonna never fully agree on nothing.
The voodoo, the Ifa, all this stuff, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so his shirt said plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize. That's what the T-shirt he wore to the governor's house said. Plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize. And we have to do all those things. So if he had a plan together when he went there and he already plotted on it, I'm pretty sure Killer Mike had a good conversation. And like he said at the end of the article that I was reading, we'll see what he gonna do. Only time will tell. And that's all we can do.
Right.
Yeah. All we can do is sit back, watch, and see. And at the end of the day, man, if he wore a shirt like that to the governor's office, what y'all think was gonna happen? Y'all think he was gonna go over there and be shucking and jiving? Like, come on, man. Yeah, man. So, sorry
And
about
even
that.
if he did shuck and jive, just think about the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they know the art of articulation. They know the art of symbolism.
The art of war.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to say it, but you know what's going on.
I mean that's what it is though, man. And we have to really understand that them politicians is playing a game, and we at the bottom of the daggone food chain, black, white, indifferent, and other. You feel me? We gonna be at the bottom of the food chain until we really start making weight and sticking together on something. Like my thing is, it's something I always notice, man. When I see police pull black folks over, if the trunk's open and the door's open, I just sit there and watch for a little while. Just in case. You never know. You know what I'm saying? I help out where I can help out. So with that being said, man, we all got something that we can do on an individual basis to help the next man out. Shoot, even if it's a white person pulled over and the police look aggressive, stop. Make sure that brother got help. You know what I mean? I'm not here to just say, hey, we all for the black people and that's all we're going to do for it, but we're going to do for both parties. Especially if I know you. If I don't know you, I can't get involved in it like that simply because of I don't know what you got going on in your life, and I ain't finna put my neck on the line for it. You feel me? So, like, we really have to really think about what we doing, how we doing, and things of that nature, man. Um, and Mike, Killer Mike is very articulate, man. Like, if y'all listen to this man conversation, he's witty enough to get around some arguments or know some scapegoat words, as I'm gonna call them. You know what I'm saying? He know how to do what he need to do. You know what I mean? So we have to be confident in our leaders, especially the ones that ain't in politics already. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's in politics, they had to do something to get to where they at. They all make mistakes, and we can't keep holding those mistakes over people's heads. You know what I mean?
Hold now.
It's what I'm saying. Yeah. That boy was watching anime. He like to came through the screen on me.
The reason I say that right now is because that little 94 crime bill that's over by the head right now, that ain't going nowhere, that brother.
It ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna say that. But what I'm saying is, if we don't get the right people in play, so they know not to bow down to certain laws and certain rules and stuff like that.
Not
like,
make them.
Yeah. What's the three ladies that's been in Congress, whooping tail up in there? is it ALC? I don't want to get the three ladies' names wrong. Hold up. Dang, what is them three ladies' names? One of them got the hijab on, and they
Yeah, I
kind
know.
of sit beside each other. I can't think of their name, man.
But the
That
thing is, with them now, I like them, but in my opinion, they don't speak for black people, bro. They don't speak for Foundation of Black Americans, bro.
but what I'm saying is you ain't they not getting bullied like everybody else is. You know what I mean? They might move around and some of the other stuff like they have to, but for the most part they've been standing up from the stuff that I've seen. You know what I
But
mean?
look, you got to think too now. These are immigrant women for the most part, or like second
They
or
are.
third generation
Yeah.
immigrant women.
Yeah, yeah.
They know 9 times out of 10 they have some type of country tie somewhere with resources backing them. That's why they don't,
Indeed.
you know what I'm saying, come at them the same way they may come at Foundation of Black American Congresswoman end up doing her thing like that. Because they're going to look at her like, who's all behind her?
Exactly. You know what I mean? And that goes back to togetherness, about being one. You know what I mean? And like I said, even though we don't agree on the same things, if if Senator if Senator LaQuentin Howard can get you 2 out of the 10 things, and that's the only person that we got, then we got to ride with him. Sometimes we got to take bruises on the way up, man. And I think we really need to like think about that.
And I'm glad you made that point because I want to ask a lot of the older generation, like, what 2 things out of 10 things are we going to get out of Biden and Kamala Harris?
Listen, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I don't think we're gonna get ish out of either one of them sap suckers. Whether Trump get back in office or whether Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, it's like, and that's my thing with politics, and that's why I play the position I play. That's why I'm so quiet when it comes to politics, is because I know my thoughts are radical when it comes to certain politics or policies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you lose or you lose. It's the almighty catch 22. You know what I'm saying? You lose or you lose. You're gonna gain something here, you're gonna lose something here. Or you're gonna lose, like America is looking like a daggum joke in the world view right now because of who we have at the helm of the presidency. It looks like a joke. It looks funny, you know what I'm saying? But either one of those candidates, whether it's Biden or Trump, gonna look out for us if we don't have anything to put forth. If we don't have a hold somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Right now, black vote is pretty much the deciding vote. But all we are a vote to them. That's it. Once they get in office, they can do whatever they need to. How do we keep pushing? And I talked to one of my partner Chance earlier this week, and what he said was, dang, how did he put it, man? I can't remember how he put it. Oh, pretty much once they get in office, once they get our vote, get in office, they can just push us to the side. Now we can go. Oh, that's what he was saying. We need to be accountable for our actions as well. We need to be in these town hall meetings. We need to be wherever something's going on, having a conversation about moving something in our community. You know what I'm saying? So the city halls, the town meetings, even when they start having these auctions and stuff, these city auctions and stuff, we need to be involved in all that, because that decides where the red light goes, where the money goes to this, and where the money goes for that. We have to be there. You know what I mean?
Speaking of auctions, man, we need to have a discussion about that right
About what? The auctions?
now. Yeah, the auctions right here.
You seen a couple of them popping up?
No.
Look at them signs when you start riding again. It's a couple of them that's been popping up around here. They doing online auctions. I can't
Just
remember.
so everything working up and running.
That ain't the city though.
See, I'm talking about the city. I've been seeing them auctions. I'm talking about the city.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we most definitely got to talk about that.
Yeah.
But we got to get a foothold in the community, because that's how we can get the properties for the low. Talking about buying back the block and flipping something. That's how we get the properties for the low. These auctions, foreclosures, all that stuff, man. It's wild, man. So what we trying to say is we got to talk to both sides at the end of the day, man. If we don't talk to both sides, we ain't gonna have a foothold in nothing, nowhere.
Right.
If one side can brush us off, man, then the other side gonna feel like they can do the same thing. We have to create some type of bidding war, and we can't keep doing what we've been doing in the past. Cause like I'm telling everybody, it ain't been working. Whether you agree with me or not, we 500 years removed from slavery, 400 and some change. How has it worked? People have been voting. It ain't been working. Something has got to change. And if we don't change it now, then we can't leave it up to our kids to change it. We have to at least put the ball into motion because we know it's going to take that long to get it started. You know what I'm saying? We have to start creating this momentum, the snowball effect. We got to create the snowball effect. We might start it and it might be a small pebble. You know what I'm saying? Something small. But by the time my kids get it, they can do it like this. And then we got a strong situation going on.
Indeed. Yeah, man. On that note, man, I'm going to slide on that, man. Take me a little nap before I head on that, brother.
But what time you be leaving?
I leave late. I probably leave about 12, 1 o'clock.
And you ride all morning and get there and go to work?
Nah, I probably, by the time I get there, I'll be like an hour too early. So I just go take me a little cat nap. And then I go to work.
Stay young boy blood right there, boy.
I mean, hey, man, that joint kind of, it's invigorating. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you out there on your own. I got hella water and food and stuff on me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The air be cooling, so got good AC. So got my hotel booked for when I get off. I'll be good to go. Just trying to save a little money here and there. You got to do what you got to do sometimes,
Yeah, man. I ain't mad with you, bro. I ain't mad with you. But shit, yeah, man. When I jump off, I'm gonna hit you for that conversation.
Yeah, man. Most definitely. Is Chance still getting on there to break some stuff down?
I sent him the link. I don't know if he getting on. He ain't replied back yet, but
okay.
I wish you could have been in that conversation though. We had like a long little 2-hour conversation about that though.
Most definitely. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody who tuned in, man. Your boy DJ Smicky Smurf for the Stay Dangerous podcast, man. I'm gonna link up with y'all next weekend, man. Shout out to my boy Mayball, aka DJ 912, man. We really putting in that work for the folks, man. Putting in that work for the community, getting all the big names coming. You know what I'm saying, on our podcast. So y'all need to be on the lookout, man.
Hey, I ain't tell you, but the conversation we had about the investment,
right?
He coming on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Hey, for y'all that want to know, we talking about somebody that's heavily involved in money. So,
legend.
So we gonna get his input on a lot of things about investing and some of the things that he did, but not too much. Very private guy, but
the GOAT himself.
The boy living his life right now. You feel me?
And I ain't going back and forth with you.
For sure, man. But I'm gonna read one of these things for before I get up out of here. My boy Smurf got to go hit that clock. She ain't gonna be on here too much more longer. The dinner done.
So man, holla at me.
All right, bro. Stay dangerous.
Show you too, bro.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
Yup. So yeah, man. One of the comments. I'm gonna just go through a couple comments on that was on Twitter. So one of the comments. So one of the comments was pretty much oh shoot, where it go? It said you preach to kill your masters, and you literally meet with one today. Killer Mike's response was, "I have no masters. I'm free. The ultimate master is your dependence on a system that can be changed in the blink of an eye. if you so choose, be well. Okay, this is the one I kind of like. He said, giving the Trump loving governor a photo op and getting nothing out of it that anyone can see is really bad. Is a really bad move. Mike, I'm disappointed in you. He said, well, my 86-year-old aunt, who actually risked her life in Beham and Selma, was proud and called me courageous. I'm gonna lean into that because she did the work. So what I'm saying is, man, we can't be oh snap, what happened to it? Okay, my head was down too far. So by saying that, man, I'm gonna just say this. We have to truly put in the work, but we also have to make sure that we understand that it's work to be done on both sides. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep pushing that narrative, because it's easy to do something with one person, but with a multiple of people, we can do a lot more. You know what I'm saying? If 100 of us got together and put a stack together a piece, we got 100 racks, and we can go buy some property. We can go move some land, move some dirt, flip some houses. So all I'm saying is, man, we have to start learning to work both sides of the playing field, so we can level it some way, somehow, or leverage it. Not even level it. Work both sides of the playing field so we can leverage what we have. And we have to have more than just a vote. To me, we have to start putting together some economic backing, some economic power behind it. Because people, whether y'all want to say it or not, whether politics want to say it or not, people move for money, regardless. Trying to see right now. Anybody trying to jump in the chat with me before I end this thing? It's something I'm gonna start doing at the end of every podcast to get y'all questions, man. So I'm finna paste this link in the podcast. If it let me. What the heck going on? Boom. Oh no. My boy Blaze say he on next week. That's what's up, my boy. You can jump in that chat right now if you already got your Zoom set up. Hit that link below. You can jump directly into the chat, man. My boy Benny Blade is an OG in the hood. One of the first people to start. We did a community basketball tournament game some years back, and we had one pretty much every year. I don't think we had one this year due to the COVID, but I don't know if we had one last year either. But my boy Blade is one of the organizers for it. Dope ball handler, Georgia Tech. You feel me? So I try to surround my people with people that construction companies. Try to surround myself with people that's gonna push me in the right direction, but also got a straight head on themselves. You can surround yourself by a bunch of dummies if you want to. You're gonna be the next dummy in the clique. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I just want y'all to understand, man, that we here to push out information to help put other people on, and to put ourselves on, to put us in a better situation for not only our community, but for our kids and our kids' kids. That's why I designed the podcast. The podcast is to bring forth information to help us not only in the forefront of business, but also to help us with anything that we need, or just have the conversations, to have those hard conversations, even when it comes to mental health, politics, starting businesses, learn how to get your LLCs, all that, man. That's what we designed. That's what this podcast is designed for. And I just want to, reiterate that. But if nothing else, man, we finna get up out of here, man. Stay Dangerous Podcast. I I go by the name of DJ 912. My boy Slim jumped out of here to get to work in the morning. You can always catch these beats at dj912.com. Make sure you check out my girl Quake. My girl Nigeria. Go get them no nonsense candles, man. You won't be disappointed. She also got some oils and some bath stuff as well, man, for your ladies. The buttermilk baths get that skin glowing. You dig? Finna get up out of here, man. It's a Stay Dangerous podcast, man. Make sure you stay dangerous on all levels, mentally, spiritually, and make sure you putting the right food in your body to get your soul right as well, man. So, we up out of here. Stay Dangerous podcast, DJ 912, and we out.